Hey, hello everybody. Hey, this is going to be one of the parts of our last week's assignment to determine the physics of our gravity-powered vehicle. So you're going to take your gravity-powered vehicle and determine a bunch of the qualities of it, such as the mass and the acceleration and the gravitational and kinetic energies. Now, the first thing we need to do is determine what the mass of your gravity-powered vehicle is. So we are going to determine what the mass of this vehicle is. So if your gravity-powered vehicle did not work very well, or you didn't have it at all, then you guys can use the data that I have in this video. So this is the first one. We're going to determine what the mass is. If you have a scale, like a kitchen scale, then it makes things really easy, and you can determine that just from your kitchen scale. If you don't, this is one way that you might do that. Okay, so we're going to take our gravity-powered vehicle, and we're going to put it on a board. Okay, and this board just has just a little a wedge here, and we're essentially setting up a balance. So when we put this on here, okay, we can see that it's not quite balanced, so we're going to kind of move it until it rests in the middle. Okay, and now we're going to take our gravity-powered vehicle and we're going to put it to the side. And now we are going to take a coffee cup, okay? And now obviously this is not balanced. So we're going to take an additional coffee cup of the same mass, and we're going to put it in on this side. So now, since these two balance, the only thing that doesn't balance is our car. And now we're going to take just some ordinary water, and we're going to fill up this until it balances. And we can see that that's almost there. And now it is balanced. So the weight or the mass of the water that is in this cup is now equivalent to our gravity-powered vehicle. Okay, so now all we have to do is measure the water. Okay, now what is very handy about water is that 1 milliliter is equal to 1 gram. So you can use a measuring cup on not the cup side, but the milliliter side, and you can determine what the mass of your gravity-powered vehicle is. So I'm going to take this now. I have this big graduated cylinder, but again, if you do not have a measuring cup that's big enough, then you can just do it in succession. So I'm going to pour this in here like so. And now I can read off what this says. And this says that it is 370 grams. 370 grams. Now, I took it and measured on one of our scientific scales, and our gravity-powered vehicle was 377. And so that is really close as far as the percentage goes. And essentially, all we need to know is something that is pretty close. All right. Now, the next thing that you are going to determine is the mass of your counterweight. The mass of your counterweight, and you can do that in the same sort of way. All right. So I will see you on our next step.